Over health reform, the Wall Street Journal says there's growing support for a so-called skinny ObamaCare repeal bill. Come on in, special report host Bret Baier. If this is looking promising, can you give us a state of play on the skinny bill?
Well, I want to go back to the fat wallet of Bezos. I mean, I thought that was a pretty good story. I think that the skinny bill is getting a little bit more attention on the floor of the Senate, and that is because there's a lot of pressure being put on these senators to get something finally to conference, even though they don't know exactly what that something is at this point, Stuart. And this is really ironic for Republicans to be pushing this after giving Nancy Pelosi so much grief for saying you got to vote for it before you know what's in it. What this is a vehicle. The skinny bill is the repeal vehicle, and then tonight they'll be doing this vote-a-rama where they'll be adding amendments to the vehicle to make it look shiny and bright as they try to get something into the conference committee with the House, where they think that they can work out a deal on health care.
Does it look promising because the Republicans are desperate?
Yes, it looks more promising today than it did yesterday. There are still some serious holdouts, namely Lisa Murkowski from Alaska, who got a call from the Interior Secretary saying that they were very concerned about her stance on health care, and obviously Interior has a big play in Alaska when you're talking about an administration. And I think Susan Collins has also been lobbied aggressively by the White House as well. As you get closer and closer to the final vote, which could be late tonight or even early in the morning hours of Friday, there is a lot of pressure after 7 years of repeal and replace talk that they finally get something into a place where they can debate it with the House and get a final bill.
I'm very sorry to tell you, Bret, that late tonight we'll be dealing with Amazon's profit numbers and the very fat wallet of Jeff Bezos. And I'm afraid you're going to be aced out, son. I'm very sorry about that.
That's all right. I'll be live at 11 tonight.
Yeah, I know you will. Look, moments ago, I asked Kellyanne Conway if Reince Priebus is in trouble. Roll tape on her response, please. Is Reince Priebus in trouble? May I ask?
You'd have to ask the president that. We all serve at the pleasure of the president.
Well, Bret, at the heart of my question was rumblings that there are big changes coming within the White House staff. What have you heard?
Oh, I can answer your question differently. Yes, he's in trouble. And that is clear by what you're hearing not only publicly but behind the scenes. And that is, you know, Anthony Scaramucci is not holding back. At one point this morning, essentially saying that Reince Priebus was a leaker. He kind of walked that back. But there are sharp knives out for the current chief of staff. And I don't know if he's going to survive. So you could have a summer shakeup as the White House tries to get its sea legs under it before a tax reform push in the fall.
I still say Amazon is more exciting than politics. I'm sorry about that, Bret.
This is kind of like a reality show down here, though. I mean, Stuart,
that's true. Yes.
Day to day.
We've got a financial extravaganza up here. Thank you, Bret. We'll see you tonight. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right.